Are you eating the same foods every day while your body is quietly aging faster than it should? Here's what top doctors and nutrition researchers want you to know. 9 specific foods have been proven in clinical studies to actually slow aging, protect your brain, and keep you healthier longer. I'm going to show you exactly what these foods are, why they work, and how to add them to your meals starting today. But here's what surprises most people. One of these foods costs less than $1 and is more powerful at protecting your heart than most expensive supplements you'll find in stores. Stay with me, because what you learn in the next few minutes could add years of good health to your life. Lucille, 74, from San Diego, felt constantly exhausted and increasingly forgetful until her doctor sat down and carefully reviewed her daily diet. Within just 2 months of adding 4 of these 9 foods to her routine, her energy returned, her thinking became clearer, and her blood work showed improvements her doctor called remarkable. She wishes she'd made these simple changes years earlier. Food 1. Blueberries. Your brain's best protection. Blueberries are the single most powerful food available for preventing memory loss and cognitive decline at your age. This isn't marketing hype or health food store claims. It's documented medical research from some of the most respected institutions in America. Harvard Medical School researchers conducted long-term studies showing that seniors who eat blueberries daily experience cognitive decline rates that are 30% slower than those who don't. The compounds in blueberries, called anthocyanins, cross the blood-brain barrier and directly protect brain cells from the oxidative damage that causes memory loss and dementia. These same compounds reduce inflammation throughout your entire body, which is the root cause of most age-related diseases. Fresh blueberries contain the highest levels of these protective compounds, but frozen blueberries retain nearly all of their benefits and are available year-round at lower cost. Vernon, 78, from Minneapolis, started adding 1 cup of blueberries to his morning oatmeal every single day. Within just 3 weeks, he noticed he was remembering names and appointments more easily than he had in months. The medical consequences of not protecting your brain are severe and progressive. Without adequate antioxidants from foods like blueberries, free radical damage accumulates in your brain cells day after day. This damage is cumulative and largely irreversible once it reaches critical levels. Your risk of Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia increases significantly without proper nutritional protection. Research from Tufts University shows that brain cells exposed to berry compounds in laboratory studies show dramatically reduced rates of damage and death. Your brain is under constant attack from normal metabolic processes that create harmful molecules. You need daily antioxidant protection to neutralize this damage before it becomes permanent. Here's exactly what you need to do starting tomorrow morning. Eat 1 full cup of blueberries every single day without exception. Buy them fresh when they're in season and on sale. Then freeze bags of them for use throughout the year. Add them to your morning oatmeal or cereal. Mix them into Greek yogurt. Blend them into smoothies. Eat them plain as a snack. The form doesn't matter as long as you're getting a full cup daily. If fresh or frozen blueberries are genuinely unavailable or unaffordable in your area, you can use other berries like strawberries, raspberries, or blackberries, though blueberries have been studied most extensively and show the strongest protective effects. Make this a non-negotiable part of your daily routine, just like brushing your teeth. Keep a bag of frozen blueberries in your freezer at all times, so you never have an excuse to skip a day. Start protecting your brain today, because every single day without adequate antioxidants is another day of preventable damage accumulating in your brain cells. Don't wait until memory problems become obvious or until your doctor delivers bad news. The time to protect your cognitive function is right now while you still have it. Vudatu fatty fish, the anti-inflammatory powerhouse. When did you last eat salmon, mackerel, or sardines? If you can't remember, or if the answer is weeks ago, you're missing out on one of the most important foods for heart and brain health at your age. Fatty fish contain omega-3 fatty acids that your body cannot produce on its own, but desperately needs to function properly. Mayo Clinic studies tracking thousands of seniors over many years show that eating fatty fish at least twice weekly reduces heart disease risk by 35% compared to those who rarely eat fish. These omega-3 fats reduce dangerous inflammation throughout your cardiovascular system, lower triglyceride levels, help prevent irregular heartbeats, and reduce the likelihood of blood clots that cause strokes and heart attacks. Beyond heart protection, omega-3s are crucial structural components of brain cell membranes and help maintain cognitive function as you age. Gwendolyn, 71, from Charleston, started eating salmon twice every week and noticed within a month that her chronic joint pain had decreased significantly. Her cardiologist also praised the improvements in her cholesterol levels at her next checkup. The medical consequences of omega-3 deficiency are widespread and serious. Without adequate omega-3 intake, inflammation levels throughout your body remain chronically elevated. This inflammation damages artery walls, creates conditions for plaque buildup, stiffens joints, and accelerates brain aging. Research from the American Heart Association confirms that seniors with low omega-3 levels have significantly higher rates of heart attacks, strokes, and sudden cardiac death. Your brain is approximately 60% fat, and omega-3s are critical for maintaining the flexibility and function of brain cell membranes. Deficiency contributes directly to depression, cognitive decline, and increased Alzheimer's risk. Eat fatty fish at least twice per week as a complete replacement for other protein sources at those meals. The best choices are wild-caught salmon, mackerel, sardines, herring, and anchovies. These smaller fish also contain lower levels of mercury compared to larger fish like tuna or swordfish, making them safer for frequent consumption. If you're worried about cost, canned salmon and sardines provide the same omega-3 benefits at a fraction of the price of fresh fish. A 4-ounce serving of cooked salmon provides about 1,500 milligrams of omega-3s, which is more than most people need daily. Bake salmon with lemon and herbs. Add canned sardines to salads. Make salmon patties from canned salmon mixed with eggs and breadcrumbs. The preparation method matters less than the consistency of including these fish in your diet twice weekly minimum. Feed your heart this week because your cardiovascular health depends entirely on getting adequate omega-3 fatty acids that only fish can provide in meaningful amounts. Don't rely on plant sources or supplements when whole food sources are available and affordable. Food 3. Leafy greens. Nature's multivitamins, spinach, kale, and collard greens contain more age-fighting nutrients per bite than almost any other food you can eat. These dark leafy vegetables are packed with vitamin K, folate, beta-carotene, lutein, and dozens of other compounds that protect your bones, eyes, brain, and cardiovascular system simultaneously. Research from Tufts University conducted bone density scans on seniors and found that those eating leafy greens daily had bone density measurements equivalent to people 11 years younger. Vitamin K, which is concentrated heavily in leafy greens, plays a crucial role in directing calcium into your bones rather than allowing it to deposit in your arteries where it causes dangerous calcification. These greens also provide nitrates that your body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that keeps blood vessels flexible and blood pressure under control. Russell, 76, from Cleveland, started adding a cup of sautéed spinach to his scrambled eggs every morning. At his annual checkup 6 months later, his doctor specifically commented on how his bone health markers had improved noticeably. The consequences of vitamin K deficiency are both immediate and long-term. Without adequate vitamin K, your blood doesn't clot properly, meaning even minor injuries can result in excessive bleeding or dangerous bruising. More importantly, for long-term health, insufficient vitamin K allows calcium to leave your bones and deposit in your arteries instead. This creates a double disaster. Your bones become brittle and prone to fractures, while your arteries become stiff and prone to blockages. Research from Harvard shows that seniors with the lowest vitamin K intake have dramatically higher rates of osteoporosis, hip fractures, and cardiovascular disease compared to those eating leafy greens regularly. Eat at least 1 cup of cooked leafy greens every single day without fail. Cooking these greens makes them easier to chew, easier to digest, and actually increases the availability of certain nutrients. Sauté spinach, kale, or collard greens in a tablespoon of olive oil with garlic. Add them to soups, stews, and pasta dishes. Mix them into eggs or omelets. Blend raw spinach into smoothies where you won't even taste it. The key is daily consumption because vitamin K doesn't store well in your body. You need regular intake to maintain optimal levels. If you're on blood-thinning therapy, talk to your doctor about maintaining consistent vitamin K intake rather than avoiding these beneficial foods entirely. Consistency matters more than restriction. Strengthen your bones starting now because osteoporosis prevention begins with what you eat today, not with what you might eat someday. Your bones are either getting stronger or weaker every single day based on your nutritional choices. Food. 4. Walnuts, brain food in a shell. Could eating a handful of walnuts daily be as powerful for your brain as any supplement you could buy? Research from UCLA suggests the answer is yes. Studies measuring cognitive function in seniors found that those who ate walnuts daily improved memory and information processing speed by up to 19% compared to those who didn't eat nuts regularly. Walnuts are uniquely high in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fat that supports brain health. They also contain compounds that reduce the inflammation and oxidative stress that damage brain cells over time. The distinctive walnut shape that resembles a brain isn't just coincidence. Walnuts truly are among the best foods for cognitive protection as you age. Marlene, 69, from Tucson, started eating a small handful of walnuts as her afternoon snack every day. Within weeks, she noticed her concentration while reading had improved, and she felt mentally sharper throughout the day. The medical evidence on this is remarkably clear. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who regularly consumed walnuts scored significantly higher on cognitive tests, measuring memory, concentration, and information processing speed. Without adequate healthy fats in your diet, the protective myelin sheaths around your nerves deteriorate, slowing communication between brain cells. Neural connections weaken when you don't provide the building blocks they need. Memory problems accelerate, and cognitive decline progresses faster without proper nutritional support for brain structure and function. Eat 7 to 10 walnut halves every single day as a snack or added to meals. This amount provides approximately 2.5 grams of omega-3 fats, along with vitamin E, folate, and protective plant compounds. Keep a container of shelled walnuts on your counter or in your refrigerator, so they're always convenient to grab. Add chopped walnuts to your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Sprinkle them on salads for extra crunch and nutrition. Mix them into baked goods or simply eat them plain. Raw walnuts provide the most benefits, though lightly toasted walnuts offer more flavor if you find raw ones too bland. Avoid walnuts that are candied, sugar-coated, or heavily salted, as these additions negate many of the health benefits. Protect your memory today because your cognitive future depends on providing your brain with the healthy fats it needs to maintain structure and function. Don't wait until cognitive problems become noticeable before taking action. Food. 5. Greek yogurt. Triple action health boost. Greek yogurt delivers more protein, better gut health, and stronger bones in every single spoonful compared to regular yogurt or most other dairy products. The straining process that creates Greek yogurt removes excess liquid and concentrates the protein content to approximately 15 to 20 grams per cup, compared to only 8 to 9 grams in regular yogurt. Johns Hopkins data shows that seniors who eat yogurt daily have 40% lower risk of age-related bone loss compared to those who consume little or no yogurt. The calcium and vitamin D in yogurt work together to maintain bone density. The probiotics in yogurt support healthy gut bacteria populations that influence everything from immune function to mood regulation. The high protein content helps maintain muscle mass that naturally declines after age 60. Irving, 80, from Jacksonville, replaced his nightly ice cream habit with a bowl of Greek yogurt topped with berries. Within 2 months, he noticed increased strength during his daily walks, and his digestion improved dramatically. The medical consequences of inadequate protein intake at your age are severe and progressive. Research from the Mayo Clinic confirms that seniors who don't eat enough protein experience rapid muscle wasting called sarcopenia. This muscle loss leads directly to weakness, fatigue, increased fall risk, loss of independence, and higher mortality rates. Your body cannot store protein like it stores fat, so you need adequate intake every single day to maintain muscle tissue. Without sufficient dietary protein, your body breaks down your own muscles to get the amino acids it needs for critical functions. This creates a downward spiral of increasing weakness and frailty. Eat 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt every single day. Choose plain varieties rather than flavored or sweetened versions that contain excessive added sugars that harm your health. Add your own fresh or frozen fruit, a drizzle of honey, or a sprinkle of nuts for flavor without excessive sugar. Greek yogurt makes an excellent breakfast when topped with berries and walnuts, combining 3 powerful anti-aging foods in one bowl. Use it as a substitute for sour cream on baked potatoes or in recipes. Mix it with herbs and spices to create healthy dips for vegetables. Have it as an afternoon snack when you need protein to sustain energy until dinner. The versatility of Greek yogurt makes it easy to incorporate into multiple meals throughout your day. Build muscle today, because every single day of inadequate protein intake accelerates muscle loss and weakness that may become irreversible if allowed to progress too far. Don't wait until weakness becomes obvious. Food. 6. Extra virgin olive oil, liquid gold for your arteries. What if the key to a healthier heart costs less than $5 and is probably already sitting in your kitchen cabinet? Extra virgin olive oil is one of the most studied and proven foods for cardiovascular protection at any age, but especially after 60. Harvard Medical School research tracking more than 90,000 people over decades found that seniors who use olive oil daily reduce their stroke risk by 41% compared to those using other fats. The monounsaturated fats in olive oil lower harmful LDL cholesterol while maintaining beneficial HDL cholesterol. The polyphenol compounds in olive oil reduce inflammation in artery walls, prevent oxidation of cholesterol particles, and help keep blood vessels flexible and healthy. These benefits only come from extra virgin olive oil, not refined or light olive oils that have been heavily processed. Nadine, 73, from Sacramento, switched from butter to olive oil for cooking and drizzling on vegetables. At her next checkup, her doctor was impressed by significant improvements in her cholesterol numbers without any change in her prescribed routine. The medical consequences of consuming unhealthy fats instead of beneficial ones are well documented and frightening. Saturated fats from butter and animal sources and trans fats from processed foods damage your artery walls, raise your LDL cholesterol, increase inflammation throughout your cardiovascular system, and dramatically elevate your risk of heart attack and stroke. Research from the American Heart Association shows that replacing just 5% of calories from saturated fat with healthy fats like olive oil reduces heart disease risk by approximately 25%. Your arteries are either being protected or damaged by the fats you choose every single day. Use 2 to 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil daily in your cooking and meal preparation. Drizzle it on cooked vegetables instead of butter. Use it as a base for salad dressings mixed with vinegar or lemon juice. Dip whole grain bread in olive oil instead of spreading it with butter. Sauté vegetables and proteins in olive oil rather than other cooking fats. Store your olive oil in a cool, dark place and use it within a few months of opening to preserve its beneficial compounds. Look for bottles labeled extra virgin with harvest dates less than a year old. The slight peppery taste and golden green color indicate high-quality oil with maximum health benefits. Don't worry about cooking with olive oil. It's perfectly safe for most cooking temperatures you'll use at home. Switch your fats today because your heart and arteries need the protection that only olive oil provides. Every meal prepared with unhealthy fats is a missed opportunity to protect your cardiovascular system. Food 7. Eggs. Complete protein for muscle preservation. Eggs provide every single essential amino acid your aging muscles desperately need to stay strong and functional. One large egg contains approximately 6 grams of high-quality protein, along with vitamin D, B vitamins, selenium, and choline that supports brain function. Research from the Mayo Clinic confirms that eggs help seniors maintain muscle mass and significantly reduce frailty risk when consumed regularly as part of adequate overall protein intake. The protein in eggs is considered the gold standard because it contains all 9 essential amino acids in ideal proportions for human use. Your body can absorb and utilize egg protein more efficiently than protein from most other sources. Clifford, 77, from Kansas City, started eating 2 eggs every morning for breakfast. Within 3 months, he stopped losing muscle mass for the first time in years, and his doctor noted improved strength during his physical examination. The medical consequences of insufficient protein intake cannot be overstated for seniors. Studies from Harvard show that adults over 60 need significantly more protein than younger adults to maintain muscle mass. Approximately 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight daily compared to 0.8 grams for younger people. Without adequate protein, your body cannibalizes your own muscle tissue to obtain necessary amino acids. This leads to sarcopenia, a condition of severe muscle wasting that causes weakness, fatigue, falls, fractures, loss of independence, and dramatically increased mortality risk. Eggs provide an affordable, convenient, easily digestible source of the complete protein your body needs. Eat 1 to 2 eggs daily, prepared in any way you prefer. Scrambled, boiled, poached, or baked eggs all provide the same nutritional benefits. The cholesterol in eggs does not significantly impact blood cholesterol levels for most people, and the American Heart Association no longer restricts egg consumption for healthy adults. Make a 2-egg omelette with vegetables for a protein-packed breakfast. Hard-boil a batch of eggs at the beginning of the week for quick snacks. Add a poached egg on top of vegetables or salads for extra protein. Eat eggs at breakfast, lunch, or dinner. The timing doesn't matter, only the consistency of including them in your diet regularly. If you have specific health conditions requiring dietary restrictions, consult your doctor. But for most seniors, 1 to 2 eggs daily is perfectly safe and highly beneficial. Preserve your strength right now, because muscle loss is largely preventable with adequate protein intake. Don't allow weakness to progress when the solution is as simple as eating eggs daily. Food 8, beans and lentils, fiber for heart and gut health. Are you getting the 25 grams of daily fiber your body needs to prevent disease and maintain digestive health? Most American seniors get less than half that amount, creating serious health consequences. Beans and lentils are among the best sources of both soluble and insoluble fiber, along with plant-based protein, B vitamins, iron, and numerous protective compounds. EDC research analyzing dietary patterns shows that seniors who eat beans regularly have 22% lower heart disease risk and significantly better blood sugar control compared to those who rarely eat legumes. The soluble fiber in beans binds to cholesterol in your digestive system and removes it before it can enter your bloodstream. The resistant starch in beans feeds beneficial gut bacteria that produce compounds protecting your colon and supporting your immune system. Wanda 75 from Raleigh added a half cup of black beans to her meals 3 times weekly. Within a month, her blood sugar levels stabilized noticeably and her chronic constipation improved dramatically. The medical consequences of inadequate fiber intake are numerous and serious. Without sufficient fiber, cholesterol levels rise because your body isn't removing excess cholesterol through your digestive system. Blood sugar spikes dramatically after meals because fiber isn't present to slow sugar absorption. Constipation becomes chronic and uncomfortable, increasing your risk of hemorrhoids and diverticulitis. Research from Johns Hopkins shows that low fiber intake is directly linked to increased risks of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, colon cancer, and overall mortality. Your digestive system needs fiber daily to function properly and protect your long-term health. Eat at least half a cup of cooked beans or lentils every single day. Black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, chickpeas, and lentils all provide excellent nutrition and fiber. Buy dried beans and cook large batches to refrigerate or freeze for convenient use throughout the week. Canned beans are perfectly acceptable if you rinse them well to remove excess sodium. Add beans to soups, stews, and chili. Mix them into salads for extra protein and fiber. Mash beans with spices to make healthy dips. Serve them as side dishes seasoned with herbs and olive oil. The preparation method matters far less than the consistency of including beans in your daily diet. Start with smaller portions if you're not accustomed to eating beans, and gradually increase the amount as your digestive system adjusts. Add fiber today because your digestive health, cholesterol levels, and heart health depend on adequate daily fiber intake that most people aren't getting. Don't wait until digestive problems or high cholesterol force dietary changes. Food 9. Green tea, antioxidant protection in every cup. Green tea contains powerful compounds called catechins that slow cellular aging and protect your brain from the damage that causes cognitive decline. These catechins are potent antioxidants that neutralize free radicals before they can damage your cells. Studies from Stanford University found that seniors who drink green tea daily have cognitive decline rates that are 50% slower than those who don't drink tea regularly. Green tea also contains a modest amount of caffeine that improves alertness and mental function without the jittery side effects many people experience from coffee. The combination of caffeine and an amino acid called L-theanine, found naturally in green tea, creates a state of calm alertness that enhances focus and cognitive performance. Yvonne, 72, from Portland, replaced her morning coffee with green tea and noticed within weeks that her mental clarity improved noticeably without the afternoon energy crash she'd always experienced with coffee. The medical evidence supporting green tea consumption is extensive and compelling. Research published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that seniors who drink green tea regularly have significantly lower risks of cognitive decline, cardiovascular disease, and several types of cancer. The catechins in green tea protect cells throughout your body from oxidative damage that accumulates over decades of living. This cellular damage is a primary driver of aging and age-related disease. Without adequate antioxidant protection, free radicals damage DNA, proteins, and cell membranes continuously. This damage accumulates and eventually manifests as disease and disability. Drink 2 to 3 cups of green tea every single day for maximum protective benefits. Brew tea using water that's hot but not boiling, around 175 degrees Fahrenheit, to preserve the delicate beneficial compounds. Steep for 2 to 3 minutes for optimal flavor and nutrient extraction. Drink it hot or pour it over ice for refreshing cold tea. Add a squeeze of lemon if you prefer, which actually enhances absorption of the beneficial catechins. Drink green tea in the morning and afternoon rather than evening if caffeine affects your sleep. Choose plain green tea rather than sweetened or flavored varieties that add unnecessary sugar. High-quality loose-leaf tea provides more benefits than tea bags, but tea bags are perfectly acceptable if they're more convenient for your lifestyle. Start sipping today because every single cup of green tea provides antioxidant protection against the cellular damage happening in your body right now. Don't wait to start protecting your cells when the solution is as simple and pleasant as drinking tea. These 9 foods, blueberries, fatty fish, leafy greens, walnuts, Greek yogurt, olive oil, eggs, beans, and green tea, aren't expensive, exotic, or difficult to find. They're proven, accessible, powerful tools for slowing aging and protecting your health. You don't need all 9 every single day, but including as many as possible regularly will provide cumulative benefits that protect your brain, heart, bones, muscles, and overall longevity. Tell me in the comments which of these 9 foods you already eat daily and which ones you're planning to add to your routine this week. Share this video right now with another senior who needs simple, proven nutrition advice that actually works instead of confusing fads and expensive supplements. Subscribe for more straightforward health guidance based on real medical research that you can trust and use immediately to improve your life.